Many may prefer a free ride or low-cost rideshare option this New Year's Eve over facing thousands of dollars in court fines. Alyssa Kelly meets with law enforcement about the importance of using the Safe Ride Home program instead of getting behind the wheel while under the influence.
New Year's Eve is realistically no different than any other night.
To welcome 2026, people within the state line prepare the final touches to ring in the new year.
We try to make it a safe holiday, of course.
But the recipe for large gatherings often involves a key ingredient: alcohol.
Instead of using, the Lyft if you can't get one, or Uber or whatever, we're here.
Law enforcement responds by offering safe rides home during New Year's Eve festivities, hoping you make the responsible choice.
Our sheriff's department was one of, other than Chicago, leading sheriff's office in the state of Illinois with DUIs.
The Winnebago County Sheriff's Office receives grants for DUI enforcement, stopping individuals with probable cause. But at the end of the night, Sheriff Gary Caruana wants residents home safe.
No questions asked, no judgment, just we're trying to keep you safe.
The Belvedere Police Department wants its residents safe too, offering the same service on New Year's Eve.
We do like to keep the streets safe and hopefully get people home safe at night so they can see their loved ones the next day.
But if you are outside of Belvedere city limits, no worries. Boone County is in on the initiative, providing free rides home within county limits.
Those that use good judgment and the establishments that try to help them out, there's a free ride out there for them to get home.
Winnebago's program is sponsored by Lomanica Beverages of Loves Park and Hard Rock Casino Rockford. It runs from 9 p.m. Wednesday, December 31st to 4 a.m. January 1st. Rides given through the initiative will only be to residences and not to bars or other businesses.